There comes a time in every chosen one's life when the whispers of the divine become louder, more persistent. It's a soft yet undeniable call to leave behind the old and step into something new, something greater. This call isn't about a simple physical relocation. It is a spiritual shift, an invitation to embark on a journey that transcends the limitations of the past. It's about stepping out of the shadows of your former self and into the light of your true purpose. The journey you are about to embark on is not for the faint-hearted. It will challenge you to leave behind your comfort zones, your old ways of thinking, and the relationships that no longer serve your higher calling. But let me tell you, it is a journey worth taking. You are being called to transform, to evolve into the person you were always meant to be. And in that transformation, you will find a deeper connection to your divine purpose, to the greater plan that God has laid out for you. This is not just a new chapter, this is the beginning of a new book. If you feel the weight of this call, if something deep inside of you is stirring, then leave 77 in the comments below. Let us know that you are ready to embark on this journey of transformation. Understanding the divine call, why you are being called. You are being called because the time has come for you to step into your full potential. The divine call is not just a vague idea. It's a specific, personal invitation to grow, to expand, and to move beyond what you've known. God is calling you to rise above the limitations that have kept you confined, to step out of the familiar and into the unknown. This is not about changing your location in the physical sense. It is about changing your perspective, your understanding, and your relationship with the world around you. The divine call speaks to the deepest parts of who you are, to the soul that knows its true purpose but may have been dormant, waiting for this exact moment to awaken. You have been prepared for this call, even if you haven't fully recognized it yet. The struggles, the trials, and the challenges you've faced were not random. They were preparing you for this transformation. Every experience, every lesson, has been a step toward this divine shift. This call is not something that can be ignored. It's something that resonates within you. It is a summons to step into a future filled with purpose and divine intention. And as you listen and respond to this call, you will find that every step you take is aligned with God's plan for you, even if you can't yet see the whole picture. The more you trust, the more you step forward in faith, the clearer the path will become. The story of the woman who left, a symbol of the journey. There was a woman who one day decided that she was leaving. She had made up her mind. She packed her bags, said her goodbyes, and began the journey towards something new. Every time she said, "I'm leaving," there was a weight behind those words, a certainty that she was stepping away from something that no longer served her. She wasn't just leaving her physical space. She was leaving behind the emotional baggage, the limiting beliefs, and the relationships that had held her back for far too long. She knew that her next chapter wasn't going to be easy, but she also knew it was necessary. As she told others of her decision, she noticed different reactions. Some were upset, perhaps even angry, that she was leaving. They hadn't expected it, and they certainly didn't want her to go. Some felt a deep sense of regret, wishing they could join her on this journey, but knowing deep down they weren't ready for the change. Then there were others who wished her the best, but their words lacked the sincerity that came from truly understanding her decision. This woman's story is a powerful symbol of what we all go through when we are called to leave behind the past. The people around us will respond in various ways. Some will understand, some will resist, and some will be indifferent. But the important thing to remember is that this journey is yours and yours alone. Not everyone is meant to go with you, and that's okay. You will be called to walk away from the familiar, even if it means walking alone. This woman's story reminds us that the decision to answer the divine call is both a personal and spiritual one. And as you prepare to leave, remember that it is a journey of profound transformation, one that requires courage, faith, and the willingness to move forward despite the doubts and fears that may arise. Moving beyond the familiar, embracing the spiritual shift. Familiar is comforting. It's what we know, what we've grown accustomed to. It's where we feel safe, even if that safety is merely an illusion. But as you heed the divine call to transform, you will be asked to move beyond the familiar. This is not just a physical move, but a spiritual shift that will challenge everything you thought you knew about yourself, about life, and about your place in the world. Moving beyond the familiar is about letting go of the old ways, the old patterns, and the old mindsets that have kept you stuck in a cycle of limitation. It's about releasing the fear that has bound you to the comfort zone, the fear that has prevented you from stepping into the unknown. God is calling you to rise above your circumstances, to transcend the familiar, and to embrace the new. This new reality is not just about better circumstances, but about a deeper understanding of who you are and who you are becoming. As you step into this new phase, you will discover strengths you didn't know you had, wisdom that was hidden within you, and a sense of purpose that will ignite your soul. The spiritual shift you are about to experience will require trust, patience, and a willingness to surrender to the process. It's not always going to be easy. There will be moments of doubt, moments when the old comfort zone beckons, trying to pull you back. But remember, the divine call is stronger than anything that tries to keep you rooted in the past. Embrace the spiritual shift, even when it feels uncomfortable. It is in the discomfort that growth occurs. The path ahead may be uncertain, but it is full of promise. Trust that the transformation you are undergoing is leading you to a place where you will find your true purpose, your divine calling, and a life that reflects the fullness of God's plan for you. The journey may be long, but it will be worth every step you take. The spiritual struggle, letting go of the past. Letting go is one of the most difficult and painful aspects of spiritual transformation. The past, with all its memories, experiences, and attachments, has a powerful grip on us. It's familiar, it's comfortable, and it often feels like part of who we are. But in order to fully step into the divine purpose that awaits you, there comes a point when you must release the hold that the past has on your soul. This is not just about letting go of physical things, places, possessions, or even old habits. This is a deep spiritual struggle, a battle within your heart and mind. The past is not just something you carry with you, it's something that shapes how you see the world, how you perceive yourself, and how you interact with others. Letting go means releasing the wounds that have been inflicted upon you, forgiving those who have hurt you, and also forgiving yourself for the mistakes and shortcomings that you've carried around for far too long. It's about releasing the shame, the guilt, and the fear that have kept you trapped in cycles of limitation. This struggle is real, and it can feel as though you are losing a part of yourself. But what you are truly doing is shedding the false identities that you have been holding onto. You are stepping away from the version of yourself that has been shaped by fear and doubt, and you are moving toward a new reality where you can fully embrace the fullness of who you are meant to be. The spiritual struggle is not a sign of weakness. It is a necessary part of your transformation. It is the purification process that clears the way for the divine to work in you and through you. Letting go of the past is not easy, but it is essential. As you release the old, you make space for the new. You are opening the door to the divine future that has been waiting for you all along. Stepping into divine purpose, trusting the path ahead. As you begin to let go of the past, you may feel a sense of emptiness, as though you're stepping into the unknown. But this is not a void. It is the beginning of your divine purpose unfolding before you. The path ahead may not be clear at first, but trust that it is exactly where you need to be. God's plan for you is greater than anything you could ever imagine, and it is unfolding in perfect timing. Trusting this path requires a deep sense of faith. Faith that even when the road seems uncertain, even when the future is unclear, God is with you every step of the way. Your divine purpose is not just a destination. It is a journey of growth, learning, and transformation. You are not meant to walk this path alone. God's presence is with you, guiding your steps, providing the wisdom you need at every turn, and comforting you when the way seems difficult. Trusting the path ahead means releasing the need for control and surrendering to God's will. It means accepting that your journey will not always be smooth, but every obstacle, every challenge, and every triumph is a part of the process that is shaping you into the person you were always meant to be. As you step into your divine purpose, remember that each step, no matter how small, is a step toward the fulfillment of your calling. Your purpose is unfolding as you walk, and with every step you take in faith, you are aligning yourself more and more with the divine plan for your life. Trust that everything you need will be provided and that God is preparing you for the greatness that lies ahead. The power of faith and bravery, walking into the unknown. Stepping into the unknown is one of the most daunting aspects of transformation. It's the place where fear and uncertainty dwell, where the future is hidden from your sight, and where you must rely on faith more than ever before. But this is also where the power of faith and bravery shines brightest. Walking into the unknown is an act of immense courage. It requires you to trust in something greater than yourself, to believe that despite the fear and the uncertainty, God is leading you exactly where you need to be. Faith is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to move forward despite it. It's the belief that the steps you are taking are guided by divine purpose, even when you cannot yet see the full picture. It is the willingness to let go of the comfort of the known and step into the discomfort of the unknown, knowing that on the other side of that discomfort lies growth, healing, and the fulfillment of your divine calling. Bravery, then, is not about fearlessness. It is about choosing to act despite fear. It is the strength to keep moving forward even when the path ahead is unclear, and even when the world around you may seem uncertain. As you step into the unknown, remember that you are not alone. God walks with you every step of the way, and His strength is made perfect in your weakness. With each step you take, you are growing in faith and in bravery. The unknown is not something to fear. It is the place where transformation happens. It is the place where your faith is tested and proven, and it is the place where you begin to see God's plan unfold in ways that will amaze you. Letting go of attachments, embracing new relationships. One of the most challenging aspects of spiritual transformation is the process of letting go of attachments, whether to people, places, or things that no longer serve your higher purpose. These attachments can be comforting, familiar, and sometimes even necessary for survival, but they can also be limiting, holding you back from stepping into the fullness of who you are meant to become. As you continue on your divine journey, you will find that some relationships, no matter how important they once were, are no longer aligned with the person you are becoming. This is not a rejection of the people themselves, but a recognition that certain connections are holding you in the past, preventing you from moving forward into your divine purpose. Letting go of these attachments is not about severing ties out of anger or resentment, but about acknowledging that your path and theirs may no longer be the same. God is calling you to embrace new relationships, relationships that will support and uplift you in your journey, relationships that will help you grow and fulfill the purpose He has for you. This doesn't mean that everyone you leave behind will be lost forever. It simply means that the dynamic has shifted and your journey is taking you in a different direction. Embrace the new relationships that God is bringing into your life. These relationships will be aligned with the new season you are entering, relationships that will nourish your spirit, encourage your growth, and help you to stay on course. It's important to trust that God is bringing the right people into your life at the right time. And as you let go of the attachments to the old, you create space for the new relationships that will support your transformation and empower you to step into your divine purpose with confidence and clarity. The stripping away, preparing spiritually for the transition. The stripping away process is one of the most profound and often painful aspects of spiritual awakening. It is the moment when you are confronted with everything that no longer serves your highest good, the beliefs, habits, and attachments that have kept you tethered to a life that no longer aligns with your divine purpose. This is the divine purification that precedes the transition into a higher state of being. It is like the process of refining gold. The impurities must be removed so that the true essence of who you are can shine through. As you prepare spiritually for this transition, you may find that what once felt comfortable, familiar, or even necessary in your life begins to fall away. Relationships may shift or dissolve. Opportunities that once seemed promising may fade, and the familiar patterns of your past may no longer bring you peace. While this process can feel unsettling, it is necessary. It is in this space of emptiness that God does His most powerful work. The stripping away is not a punishment. It is an act of love. It is the divine hand clearing away the debris so that you can step into the fullness of your calling. During this time, it is important to hold on to your faith and trust that what is being removed is making room for what is divinely destined for you. While you may not always understand why things are falling apart, trust that God is in control and that this period of spiritual preparation is necessary for the new season that awaits you. The stripping away is a preparation of your spirit, a purification that is essential for the transition you are about to experience. Embrace this process with courage, knowing that every loss is an invitation for something greater to take its place. Embracing the new season, full of God's blessings. As you step through the threshold of transformation, you enter a new season, one that is rich with God's blessings, divine favor, and spiritual abundance. The season of waiting, of being refined, has come to an end, and now is the time to embrace the new life that awaits you. This is a season of growth, expansion, and new beginnings. It's a season where God will begin to reveal the fullness of His plan for you. While the past season may have been filled with challenges and trials, the new season is full of promise and hope. It is the season of divine harvest, where the seeds you've planted through faith, perseverance, and trust in God are now beginning to bear fruit. But this new season isn't just about receiving material blessings. It is a season where your spiritual gifts, your purpose, and your calling will become clearer than ever before. God's blessings in this new season will manifest in ways that transcend the physical, touching your soul and empowering you to walk in your divine purpose with greater clarity and confidence. Embrace the abundance of this new season, knowing that it is not just a time of receiving, but a time of giving, of pouring out the love, wisdom, and light that you have gained through your journey. The blessings in this season are not just for you, they are for you to share with the world. This is a time to fully align with your divine calling and to trust that as you walk in faith, God will continue to pour His blessings into your life. Embrace this season with open arms, knowing that it is not just a moment in time, but the beginning of a new chapter filled with divine favor, purpose, and spiritual abundance. Affirmation of readiness, the journey begins. The time has come to affirm your readiness. This moment is sacred, a declaration to yourself and to the universe that you are fully prepared to step into the next phase of your divine purpose. It is the acknowledgement that all of the trials, struggles, and lessons you've encountered have prepared you for this moment. You are no longer the person you once were. You have been refined, strengthened, and transformed by the power of the divine. The journey ahead may seem daunting, and the road may not always be smooth, but your readiness is rooted in faith, courage, and trust in God's plan. To affirm your readiness is to declare that you are not afraid to step into the unknown, to face the challenges, and to fully embrace the life that has been destined for you. It is to say yes to the divine calling that has been placed upon your life, and to trust that every step you take is part of a larger purpose. Your readiness is not based on what you can see with your eyes, but on the deep knowing that God has equipped you for everything that lies ahead. You are ready because you are not relying on your own strength, but on the strength of the Creator who has walked with you through every trial and has been faithful every step of the way. The journey begins not in the physical, but in the spirit. Your readiness is a spiritual affirmation that you are aligned with your divine purpose and that you are ready to walk in the fullness of your calling. Step forward in faith, knowing that this journey is exactly what you were born for and that you have been prepared in ways that will surprise and strengthen you. Moving forward in faith and purpose. As you look ahead to the journey that lies before you, remember that this is not a path you walk alone. You are walking with the divine, with the Creator who has guided you every step of the way and who will continue to guide you into the future. Moving forward in faith means trusting in the unseen, believing that even when the way seems unclear, God is leading you toward something greater. It is the belief that every step you take is a step toward fulfilling your divine purpose, no matter how challenging or uncertain the path may seem. In moving forward, you are not just continuing on a journey, you are walking in alignment with your true self, embracing the destiny that God has set before you. This is a journey of purpose, a journey of spiritual growth, and a journey that will transform not only your life, but the lives of others. You are walking into your calling, stepping into a season of divine blessings and abundance. The challenges you have faced were never meant to break you, but to strengthen you, to prepare you for the greatness that lies ahead. Moving forward in faith and purpose means that you are no longer bound by fear, doubt, or the limitations of the past. You are walking with confidence, knowing that every step you take is guided by the hand of God, and that the path ahead will lead you to the fulfillment of your highest calling. As you move forward, carry with you the strength of your faith, the wisdom of your experiences, and the power of your purpose. Know that you are exactly where you need to be, and that every moment of your journey is part of a divine plan that is greater than you could ever imagine. Trust in the process and continue to move forward in faith and purpose. Your journey is just beginning, and it is a journey that will change everything.